Alright guys, welcome back for another Dokkan battle video, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showcasing the new awakening and fully rainbowing Agl Whis. So we go over here to the hidden potential system. Again, I have everything open for him, all dupe paths active. We're going to go ahead and start to fill out his hidden potential system right here. Now, basically what I'm going to go for this Whis is going to be full additional, because again, the way Whis' passive is actually built is that Whis needs to get a total of 5 attacks in order to get his full defensive passive active. So again, going full additionals for this Whis is highly recommended, because again, his passive revolves around him, getting additionals in order to, get his full passive, fully active as soon as possible. Now again, I gave him 3 dodge. I always do that for every single one of my units. Again, that's just something I, do after, watching quite a bit of the truth videos, and, his argument for the 3 dodge is actually really true. It's happened to me a couple of times where, I'm doing a run in Super Battle Road, and, sometimes I'll get the 3 dodge to activate, it kicks in, and it saves me. So, I always recommend people to put 3 dodge, and we're going to go ahead and put some 3 crit on him as well. That's how I usually like to build out my units, is have them have a little bit of everything. So anyways, overall we're going to give him 20 additional. Again, that's what we want. So let's go ahead. Let's put the rainbow star on him. And that is a fully rainbowed Whis. Again, I would put equipment on him, but again, for these showcases, especially for the first showcases I do for units, I do not tend to, put any equipment on them. So let's go ahead and awaken Whis. Let's go over here and Dokkan Awaken. So again, I'm going to train him up, get everything ready for him, and let's go ahead on to the first team we're going to showcase him on. Alright guys, so we're here on the Realm of Gods team. Of course, I am taking the leader of Dokkan Fest Beerus. So the reason why I'm choosing Dokkan Fest Beerus is because he gives 170% to attack and defense, and then unfortunately he only gives 130% to HP. So this is the team build I decided to go with. Again, this is fully drenched in support. The only unit that really isn't there for support is just this blue Goku from the 5th year anniversary. So we're also in the Bojack story event, just because again, the Bojack story event, which I'll probably make a separate video just going over this story event, is going to be a really good story event in the future when it comes to showcasing units, just because again, a mechanic that this story event actually has is going to make it so that it's going to be really convenient to do showcases on. And Beerus over here with the 4 million attack stat, crit, and killed instantly. Alright. Okay. So again, let's see what Whis is at. Just to do a little bit of a recap, Whis gets 2 key and 100% defense at the start of turn. He gets an additional 100% defense, and he has a high chance of launching an additional super attack. Now the 100% defense comes from him doing 5 super attacks. So again, with each super attack, he gets 20% defense for a total of 100% defense. And then he fully recovers HP, and he has a 70% chance to evade enemies' attacks, including super attack, when his HP falls below 30%. Of course, I'm not really going to showcase that, just because again, compared to Incel, which is basically the same condition, that is a really hard one to get. We have God Topo on rotation. He's giving 40% attack and defense. So let's go ahead and let's look at Whis' defensive stat. Now Whis is at 75k defense. Now that may not seem as impressive, but again, remember, Whis has to build up. And then Whis also does not have some of the really big links active for him that are really going to shoot his defensive stat even higher, such as Brainiacs and then Cold Judgment, as well as Gentleman. So let's go ahead and let's target this Bojack boss. Again, this Bojack boss has the same ability as Zamasu, where, he basically cannot be killed, which is really good. Okay, and the reason why I put Whis in slot 2 is because, again, Zangia lowers attack, as you saw right there, and that's something I want to avoid. Now, keep in mind, Whis has no attack on his passive, and again, God Topo is going to give him an attack buff right here, so let's see what he puts up. 550k. Now again, Whis has no attack whatsoever built into him. We did get the additional there, so we now need to get 3 more attacks. Again, Whis has a high chance of launching an additional super attack, which actually was part of his passive, because again, that additional tells me that was from the hidden potential system. And then we're going to have every single enemy target Bojack, because again, Bojack cannot die. And then, of course, we'll get all of Whis' attack in. Again, we need 3 more with Whis. If we can get lucky and get a triple super attack next turn when Whis is there, we should then be able to be good to go. Alright, so I did bring Vados as well. Again, for the support type purposes, I am going to float her off. I do want her on rotation with Whis, because again, Vados gives Realm of Gods, Bond of Master and Disciple, and Siblings Bond, I believe 60% attack and defense. She gives an extra 20% to Universe 6, which of course Whis isn't on. But again, 60% attack and defense from Vados is very, very good. So again, Vados here, just quickly going over her as well. Well, I mean, I am kind of going over her right now, but Vados is a really good unit, I would say, to run with this Whis. Vados over here has a 50% chance to dodge, she lowers attack, she seals, so she's a really good option to pair with this Whis. Now remember, Whis, we need to get 3 more attacks with, and his defensive stat is 121k. That is very, very good. Again, and that's only going to go up, but do keep in mind that is with a God Topo on rotation, and with not really, really good link levels, and not a lot of links active. Again, shocking speed at level 10 gives a little bit of defense, and again, Godly Power only gives attack. Cold Judgment, 20% attack, 20% defense at level 1. Brainiacs, 10% attack and defense. So if we could get a unit that has both Brainiacs and Cold Judgment, that would significantly increases Whis' defensive stat. And then Bujen, again, he seals, so again, good idea that we don't have Whis in slot 1. Now Whis there, again, 550k. It does appear that, ooh, we actually got really unlucky. We did not get any part of Whis' passive active. You know what? I am now going to start to go after some of these bosses. We're going to go after Bujen, I think that's his name. I mean, it has been a while since I've actually seen the Bojack movie, so I'm not too familiar with all of their names, but I know it's Zangia, Bujen, and then I mean, I'm going to say this, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. I think it's like Bebop or Beop or something like that for the physical guy, so I mean, I probably botched his name, but I think that's what he's called. Oh, wow, we actually didn't kill Bujen. Alright. Alright, okay, so we are drenched in support. Alright, we're going to put Vados in there, and wow. Whis is at 221k. Ooh, that is very good. Again, do keep in mind, we do have 60% attack and defense coming from Vados, and then another 40 from God Topo. And again, that's with Brainiacs and Cold Judgment. So again, his defensive stat did shoot up, like I said. That is over 200k. And remember, this is a free-to-play unit. So let's go ahead and let's see what he can do here. And there you go. There's Vados showing off her dodge. And then, of course, Vados is going to finish off Bujen for us. And let's see what Whis can put up here. 800k. Pretty good. Almost 820. And then double super again. That is going to have... So now we have Whis' passive fully active. That is very, very good. So now we can actually target the enemies here and then continue on with the event. Alright, so this should finish off Bebop. Again, I'm pretty sure his name's not Bebop, but I'm just gonna call him Bebop at this point. This should kill Bebop. Bebop, you're gone. Boom, and Vamonos. Let's see what Whis is at. I'm actually extremely curious, because again, with Brainiacs and Cold Judgment, we're at 200k. Alright, again, that is 60% attack and defense coming from Vados, though, so do keep that in mind. 200% attack and defense, that is very, very good. And again, it's not uncommon to have, Vados on a team. Again, they're going to share things like, actually, let me quickly check. Okay, Vados should be on Siblings Bond, because again, the total categories for Whis are Realm of Gods, Siblings Bond, Bond of Master and Disciple, and then Space Traveling Warriors. Again, I'm not going to showcase them on Siblings Bond. I don't have the leader for Siblings Bond. So, that is a team, where I really just cannot you know, showcase him on. But yeah, Vados is on Siblings Bond. I'm looking at the Dokkan Wiki as I'm doing this. So again, Siblings Bond, again, I would run these two as a rotation. Again, you have Whis in slot 1 with his really high defensive stat, you know, over 200k as you guys can see right here. Very, very impressive. And then, of course, you can have Vados in the second slot, you know, lowering attack and then sealing, as well as having, you know, her own, you know, having some decent attack and defense with that 50% chance to dodge. So let's just continue on. I think we'll get one more rotation with Whis, and then again, we're going to go take a look at Whis on a different category team. I don't plan on, you know, fully completing this Dokkan event. Again, it's more of just, you know, having the Bojack boss, you know, be able to tank the hits and then, you know, see what Whis can do. So it does appear that Whis is going to be at a consistent 200k defense. Again, I know I've said this, but do keep in mind that is with support. Again, we do want to see maybe a rotation without support, which of course we're going to look at in the other team. But again, I don't think this is an uncommon rotation by any means. So again, Whis looking very, very impressive. Of course, damage is not where Whis is going to shine. You know, nowhere near as damaged Whis' you know, forte by any means. He wasn't really designed that way. I would have to say Whis to be a defensive god. But again, even then, you know, free to play. I mean, without support, Whis would be at around maybe, you know, maybe 150, 160k defense. And even then, you know, I mean, it is a significant drop. But I mean, even then, a free to play unit around like 150k defense, that's very, very good. And Whis actually not doing bad damage either. You know, knocked over 2 health bars over here on Bojack. Not bad by any means. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's look at Whis in another category team. We're just going to let Bojack finish his animation, get this in the video. Really, really good animations. All right, so now we're going to look at Whis on the Bond of Master and Disciple team. Alright, so we are finally on the Bond of Master and Disciple team, and I'm gonna be serious with you guys. I kid you not, I had to re-roll through events around maybe 10 times before I was able to find a friend. And even then, I was only able to find one, which is this guy at 55%. So we are here in the Bond of Master and Disciple team. Gohan gives 170% to attack and HP, and only 130% to defense. So again, Whis' defense is going to be a little bit lower, but at the same time, I think it's a really good thing for Whis to kind of show him where he's going to be, you know, maybe for the regular, you know, free-to-play player out there. So let's go ahead. Whis is in slot 2 with Vados already, along with the Gohan that I brought here as support. So that already is looking very, very nice for us. We actually got the full decked out rotation that I wanted for them, you know, anyway, so that's going to be very, very good for us. I don't have to actually go ahead and do all these setups again, so thank you, game. Thank you very much. All right. I guess maybe just talking about the units that I brought on here. Again, I brought Beerus just because, again, why not? You know, Beerus is a unit that lately I haven't been using a whole lot. And Whis is at 97k right off the bat. That's very, very good. Do keep in mind, this Gohan is giving 30% to attack and defense. Vados is giving 60%, so just do keep that in mind. All right, so we're gonna let now what links do we have active? We have everything except Connoisseur, Gentleman, and Shattering the Limit. But if I link them up together, that is gonna give us Shattering the Limit. You know what? Let's do this. Vados is not going to be able to kill, and then we're just going to give this to Gohan. And then going back to the units I brought, Beerus again, just because why not? Gohan for the support, Vados for the support and the linking. Of course, Whis because he's the one I'm showcasing, and then Oob. I know Oob seems like the little odd man out. He doesn't seem like he fits, but I decided to bring Oob just because why not? And Whis at almost 800k. Again, not bad for a unit that literally has no attack, and we did get the stun as well. That is actually something I completely forgot about Whis' kit. And we got the stun again, and we got the triple super attack. So again, this is something that Whis can do, and we got the stun again. I want to describe to you guys how rare and how lucky we just got there. So Whis got his super attack, he got his hidden potential super attack, and then he also got his passive super attack, and he stunned on all 3 super attacks. Just to let you know, Whis has a 30% chance to stun. So in those 3 separate turns, or in those 3 separate super attacks, we got that 30% chance to activate consecutively. If I were to go into the math and probability of that, that is a very, very low probability. Or if there's anybody, you know, out there who watches my videos that, you know, knows the probability, leave a comment down below telling me. But yeah, that was very, very impressive. And again, that's the power that this Whis holds. Now we only have to get, you know, 2 more attacks with Whis in order to get his full passive active, which is really, really helpful to us. And something, like I said before, that can happen to you if you're really, really lucky. And something that'll make this Whis look even more better is, you know, say Whis gets super attacked, you know, after, you know, he gets all those 3 super attacks, Whis is going to be able to, you know, tank that much, much better than, say, for example, if we were to only get, you know, 2 or 1 super attacks off. Alright, so I'm actually really excited to see what his attack and defense is going to look here. So he's already at 140k defense. Again, he needs 2 more super attacks. He does have support. Again, I am really... Actually, you know what? Let's do this. I do want to show Whis without support, but we actually are getting some decent stuff from Oob. We share Shattering the Limits. And you know what? Let's have Oob... Actually, no, I actually really don't have faith in Oob, but let's do it anyways. Hopefully, Oob doesn't get us killed. I know... Actually, let me check what Oob does again. So, you get... Alright, so you get more attack and defense with each turn has passed. Alright, now that is not very good for us, because again, Oob's second part of his passive is that he gets guard and attack if he's fighting a Goku's family, or a Goku in general, which Vegito isn't, and this is gonna hurt. Yeah, 98k, that's not good. But Whis here at 655,000. Once more, ooh, we did not get the stun there, though I don't think Whis can actually stun. Again, these bosses, you know, after the first and, like, I believe the third phase, you know, they can't be touched by anything anymore, so that is to be expected. And we did get the active skill with Beerus. Again, I'm not going to play the active skill. We're really... You know what, let's try to avoid super attacks, unless... you're this Gohan unit who I am going to give a super attack to, just because, again, you know, why not? You know, sometimes I just do things just to do them, you know. Sometimes I don't even know myself, especially when I'm doing these videos. I'll just, like, you know what, throw them on there, you know. I really enjoy to make these, like, really wonky and, like, weird teams that have, like, no correlation to each other, just because why not, you know, have a little fun with the game, you know, once in a while. And we are taking a bit of damage. I am probably going to use an item here. But, again, Whis' defense did drop significantly. That is because, again, we don't have things like Brainiacs and Cold Judgment. And also because we don't have the... but Whis with... There we go, with Gohan. Does share Cold Judgment, so that does bump us up to 128k. Again, without support... actually, no, we do have support because Gohan is a Bond of Master and Disciples, you know, category support type unit, just like Cooler. So he's giving 1 key and 30% attack and defense. So, I mean, if you're running them on the Bond of Master and Disciples team anyways, you're probably not going to be able to, you know, stay away from support types, just because, again, Gohan, like I said before, himself is a support type for the actual category. So, alright, so this is actually good. How much is he going to tank? 15. That is actually not bad. So, again, overall, you know, this Whis, if you're just like a regular free-to-play player, I actually would highly consider you getting this guy. He's going to help you things in, like, Dokkan Battlefield. You know, if he's able to get his triple super attack off, that's going to be very, very good for you. I mean, overall, I mean, without support and... I mean, honestly, I think he might be at around 130-40k defense without support. And, you know, just with his own defense, I think he might be around that attack stat and that defensive stat. So you know what? Well, let's go ahead. Let's use Beerus's active skill. You know, we might as well just finish off this boss so we can quickly head on to the next phase. And then, of course, we'll head on over to the breakdown portion of the video. That is because, again, Space Traveling Warriors don't got that category for him, unfortunately, which is a bit of an issue. But, you know, hopefully in the future, I do get a little bit more category leaders so that I'm able to, you know, showcase some other units on those teams. And then Beerus should be able to... Ooh, he almost killed, actually. And there you go, Vegito is gone. So we're going to get this last rotation here with Whis, no support. Actually, no, that's wrong. He does have support. He has support from the Gohan and that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and he has a 134k defense. What is he getting from the Tech one? Okay, so... Huh. He's at 134 when he's in the first slot, and then 161 in the second slot. So that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, because, you know, only shattering the limit. You know what? So that we don't die, I'm going to go ahead and pop a Senzu Bean. Again, Gohan is very good, but again, he gets most of his defense on super attack because he greatly raises it. So again, the only issue here is we can actually die if we get immediately super attacked. Like that. Thank God I used a Senzu Bean. This is actually going to do quite a bit of damage to us. Not enough to kill, hopefully. Actually, I may have just overreacted. Only 91k. But again, if that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan got hit, you know, his defense is really, really low. He would have been hit really, really hard. Alright, so Whis is going to be able to... I mean, he's doing some solid damage against him. Not the craziest amount of damage ever, but decent amount of damage. And then, again, this is going to be double digits. Everything's going to be double digits. Whis has type advantage. He has at 161k defense. Whis did get that 3 dodge, which, again, this is why you give your units 3 dodge. Right there, Whis dodged an attack. And again, he has no dodge from his passive, so it has to be from the hidden potential system. So anyways, guys, now we're going to head on over to the breakdown portion of the video. I think we've seen all we need to see from Whis, so let's go ahead and let's do the breakdown portion now. Okay, guys, so this is Angelic Instructions Whis. Again, he is Super AGL. He leads AGL 3 key 50% to stats. His leader skill is basically useless. His super attack and Angelic Induction causes supreme damage with a medium chance of stunning the enemy. And we saw with the very, very impressive rotation we had, where we had the triple super attack and we had the triple stun. Very, very good. Again, the hidden potential, I went full addition. Full additional. I did give him 3 crit as well as 3 dodge. We did see the 3 dodge activate as well if you saw the entire showcase. And then his passive, he gets 2 key and 100% defense at the start of turn. Again, and we saw him at around maybe around 70k defense at the start of turn with a little bit of support. I think it was with God Topo we saw him at around 70k. But again, with all the support type units that I brought, you know, on the Realm of Gods team and then on the Bond of Master and Disciples team, I do think that those are pretty realistic units that you would bring, especially, you know, God Topo after ZZA. And then he gets 20% defense with each attack performed. Again, you need a total of 5 attacks to get his total of an extra 100% defense. He has a high chance of launching an additional super attack, which again, back to the triple super attack thing, you know, he's able to do 3 super attacks because of this 50% chance in his passive. And then we did not see this, but again, this is more of a super battle road based ability where he fully recovers HP and then has a 70% chance of dodging enemies' attacks, including super attacks, when his HP falls under 30% or less. Again, we did not see because of how restrictive that is. You know, the HP restriction is really, really bad. Just like in LR cells, you have to, you know, basically be under, you know, like it says, you know, 30% HP. So that's more of a super battle road based mechanic. But again, you know, when that activates with Whis' very high defense along with the dodge, you know, Whis is going to be a very, very good defensive unit in super battle road. Again, no equipment and all level 1 links. Again, I am probably going to start link level upgrading this guy. This guy is really, really good, especially if you can get, you know, things like Brainiacs, as well as Cold Judgment, and then Gentleman. I believe, let me quickly check on the wiki, I believe Gentleman does give 10% defense at full level 10. So again, you know, if you do decide to get this Whis and then link level update him, you are not going to be disappointed. This Whis is going to be very, very impressive. Alright, and then his categories, Realm of Gods, which we saw with Dokkan Fest Beerus, Bond of Master and Disciple with In Future Gohan, Siblings Bond, again, that is the team led by LR Gohan and Goten. I don't have that category team, unfortunately, so that is why I did not showcase it. And then the new category, Space Traveling Warriors, led by Bojack, who I also don't have, so unfortunately was not able to actually showcase him on. Anyways, I mean, really, just to clarify things, this Whis is easily going to be over 100k defense. Without support, you know, with this full passive active, I would guess this Whis is going to be at around, you know, 130, 140k defense. Again, I may be highballing it, but, you know, he's going to be around those numbers. And again, with support and with his, you know, really good links active like Brainiacs and Cold Judgment, Whis was able to get up to over 200k defense, which we saw on the Dokkan Fest, you know, Beerus's Realm of Gods team. So overall, this Whis is going to be very, very good for Realm of Gods category Super Battle Road, for Bond of Master and Disciple Super Battle Road. When Space Traveling Warriors and Siblings Bond get their Super Battle Road stages, this Whis is going to be very good, as well as Super AGL and in Extreme Super Battle Road. Again, shoutouts to The Truth, actually used this Whis in his no item run. So, you know, this Whis is a very, very good unit. So, anyways, again, that is going to do it for today's video. Just to give my final thoughts on this Whis, very, very good. Absolutely grind this guy up, rainbow him. He's worth every single bit of it. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel for daily content like this. Comment down below if you want to see a specific video. I read all of your comments as well as respond to them. And I'll see you guys next time.